Once upon a time, in a village called Klachi, there lived a man. His name was Atobrasikani. He had a family of 6 people, including Mina. Atobra was the richest man in that particular village. He owned cattle, land, and other properties. His wife and children had all the good things they wanted because their father was rich. They got any material thing they ever wanted in the house and even from the village. Mina was being treated differently. Her father, mother, and siblings never liked her. She does all the work in the house. Sometimes, they order her to do all the farm works. She had little to eat after doing a lot of hard work. She always wore torn clothes. That's the ones her sisters do not want to wear anymore. She never had her own new clothes. Mina was always in tears and pains. Her family maltreatment toward her got worse by the day. Everyone in the village pitied her. Sometimes, she had to beg before she could eat. Several times, Mina asked herself, "Why are they treating me this way? Am I not their child? What did I do wrong?" But then, who would answer her questions to heal her wounded heart? One day, her wicked father sent her to the farm to go and harvest yams. On her way in the forest, she heard a voice singing, "My beloved daughter, come. It is time for your pains to end. My beloved daughter, come. It is time for your pains to end." She wondered who could be there singing such a beautiful song. The song continued, it never stopped. Mina was curious and decided to go inside the forest. She went deeper into the forest, only to see an old woman sitting under a tree, holding a walking stick. Mina was shocked and afraid. She turned her back to run away, for she was afraid. The old woman said, "My daughter, do not fear me, for I, your mother, will never harm you." Mina was surprised to hear her say, "For I, your mother, will never harm you." She went back to the old woman and asked, "Why did you say I am your daughter?" The old woman replied and said, "That is the truth. I am your mother." Mina started shedding tears, but her mother comforted her. The old woman revealed to Mina that her father, Ababil, passed on while she was carrying her in her womb. Mina's uncle, Atobra, killed him because of family land issues. After some time, Atobra realized Mina's mother knew the truth about his murder case, so he planned to kill her. She ran to her friend's house to hide, but Mina's uncle still pursued her to that place. Mina's mother was in labor when Atobra came. After she gave birth to Mina, he told them he wanted to send them home. Mina's mother was very weak and could not fight for her freedom. On their way home, he gave Mina to his wife to send her home. Then, he took Mina's mother to the river and pushed her inside the water to drown and die. Inside the water, she saw a lady who came out from the water and held her hand. With fear all over her, she closed her eyes, thinking she was going to die. Mina's mother thought that was her end. Some minutes later, she found herself in the middle of the forest with some kind of powers inside her. She was, however, afraid to go home. Mina, after hearing the story, got to realize the man she lived with all her life was not her father. Neither was the woman her mother. Mina understood why her lifestyle was different from the rest of the family members. Mina's mother told her to close her eyes, for she wanted to bestow the powers inside her. Mina did as her mother asked her to. When she opened her eyes, she felt the magical powers within her. She was strong, confident, and fearless. Mina stayed with her mother in the forest for 30 days. She never wanted to leave her side. Meanwhile, no one in the family bothered to look for Mina. They rather performed her funeral rite, announcing she was dead. After 30 days, her mother told her to go back home. Mina did not want to go, for she wanted to stay with her mother. Her mother convinced her and she finally agreed. Arriving home, all the villagers ran into their rooms, thinking they had seen a ghost. Mina was back for vengeance. Her uncle and his family ran to a nearby house for a hiding. Mina had all the time in the world to wait for them. When they finally came back home, Mina told them her mother was still alive. They were all shocked, but Mina did not have time to wait and watch them act drama. She casted a spell on them, and they all went blind. The villagers were now afraid of Mina. Her wicked uncle and his family became the most miserable and useless people in the village. Mina went back to the forest to see her mother, only to meet the corpse of her mother lying beside a tree. Mina was sad. She took her mother's corpse to the particular river she spoke about and buried her beside the river. Mina had no family any longer, so she used her magical powers and called onto the water to come and take her. The lady from the river came out and took Mina inside the water to live with them. Some of the moral lessons in the story is that we reap what we sow. So do not plant evil for whatever reason in this life. Your selfish desires today would one day become the source of your downfall. And also, we should be courageous in life. Mina's mother could have gone back home to at least fight for her daughter, since she realized she had acquired power.